On. Hey everybody, Almost Mythic here, back with another Magic Gathering Arena video, and today we're going to be running Mono Black Control. Now I do want to start this video off by saying that this is not my deck. I did not come up with it. Let's get a sleeve on there. This I got over there, as you can see from the title, from SBMTG. It was his deck idea, so I just want to give credit where credit is due. This is almost card for card exactly what he ran. He did put 4 Castle Locked Wings in instead of 1, but I only have 1. I'm crafting the other 3. But yeah, so here's your deck. Duress is going to be great against your controller heavy decks, which most of the meta is now because of the ban 2 fires and everything. Agonizing Remorse, more hand hate. It is nice to be able to exile things to that Epic Downfall, Heartless Act, and good removal. Cry of the Canarium is, it basically cripples all of your aggro decks and stuff like that. It shuts down almost all Luris decks, anything like that. Murderous Rider's good removal, and it's a lifelink creature. Ashiok Dream Render. It works surprisingly better than I thought it would. It is, it's very interesting to see, the milling process plus exiling the graveyard is never a bad thing. With all of the recursion like Luris, and I guess every now and then you'll see a Blood for Bones deck, and what else is there? Elspeth Conquers Death and all that good stuff. 1 Eat to Extinction, just because it's a good card. Exiling is a good thing, plus you get a pseudo Surveil. 4 Extinction events actually comes in handy a lot more than you'd think. 2 Rituals of Soot. Doom Whisperer is going to be our big splashy win condition creature. Along with Liliana Dreadhorde General is also one of our win conditions, and Ugin. So the bottom 3 there are our win conditions. And we're going to jump into some... Alright, here we go. First opponent, Paul Hodder. And I am kind of still avoiding the play ladder not the play ladder, the competitive play ladder. Ranked, there it is. I'm going to get the word eventually. I am kind of avoiding the ranked ladder. Just until the Agent of Treachery and Fire is banned. And then I think that we'll see less control, but you never know. Typically with Karuga, this means Jeskai Fires. Getting his deck in one more time before he can't play it again. So let's go ahead and see what they're up to. Yep. Okay, so that is Jeskai. We have almost no targets for Vanishing Light. Narset's going to be a problem. Yadaro. Yeah, we're going to get rid of Narset. Narset is going to be the problem.
I misjudged our communication.
Some positive news for the channel. I did, tomorrow my tripod and everything should be coming in, so I should be able to get out a Kraken Packs video on Friday. Friday I'm going to, I guess, quote-unquote test shoot, see how it goes, and if I like the result, it will get uploaded. If not, it'll get scrapped, and we'll figure out a better way to do that. The way I can continue to put out the highest quality content I am able to put out. Okay, so there he is. There's that dude. Unfortunately, we have no way of dealing with that.
Here goes nothing.
We still have no way of dealing with it, so we will pass. Essentially, we're sitting on, I guess, all of the cards in our hand are dead. Excuse me, that's a hiccup. The Banishing Light, like I said, they have virtually no target for. These 3 cards become the issue on what they could be. I do also, as you guys can kind of see here with my sleeves, I do have a Secret Lair Theros Stargazing edition coming in. I did get all 5. We will go ahead and track that open on the channel as well. Kind of one of the biggest flaws this deck is going to have is dealing with a Fires deck, because they don't typically play a whole lot of creatures or anything, and we, as you can see, are just sitting on a handful of creature removal and or graveyard hate, both of which don't matter.
Mind and body should move in unison, like we meditate
So,
and prepare.
pretty much the only way to deal with Okay, so I think they've pretty much snowballed out of control here at this point. We really only have four slotted planeswalker removal spots.
Into the future.
5. E2 extinction counts too. 6. Ugin counts. There we go. See, I'd get there eventually. We will play this one out for just a little bit longer, but I don't think that it's going to matter. Okay, so we'll Agonizing Remorse again. And we'll grab their Banishing Light, just in case we ever do hit one of our Planeswalkers, but they're more than likely going to ult their... Well, they're going to ult their Narset 2 turns. And... Yep. And there's the Karuga, which we can and will kill. It doesn't really matter though, Karuga just filled their hand right back up. Yeah. Gave them a full grip again, so that feels real good for them. Real bad for us. Sometimes I do wish Extinction Event would hit more than just creatures. Because, you know, we'd be able to get, you know, on odd, we'd be able to get Narset, Teferi, Karuga, and to be able to kind of even it out. And this right here, this deck is a perfect example of why Fires of Invention was banned. It showcases, like, the exact problem with all of that. I will say that more than, if we don't, yeah, we didn't draw anything there, so let's go ahead and minus, because we can't do that on their turn. Let's go ahead and kill their Karuga, gain some life, and we live to play another turn. I do believe we're far enough behind at this point that there's nothing we can do. I mean, they've got, well, almost 3 draws on their Teferi.
Let me help you practice.
They're gonna wait to alter Narset. Now I really hope to draw a Murderous Rider. I do like to punish.
I have just the trick for this.
I do like to punish when somebody kind of slow plays the Planeswalker. Narset, you get an emblem whenever you cast enough. Okay, so they can kind of, I mean, I guess not really. They have us on a. So we'll kill that too. I'm actually quite shocked to see that there's no Luca or anything like that. This seems like the perfect deck to throw in the Luca and the Agent of Treachery and all that ridiculousness.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
So this turn I will... Ooh. I guess we're going to duress. Let's see what's in their hand. They're going to ult their Narset this turn. Okay, so they got a Yadaro, Brazen Borrower, and a Vandross. Yeah, I'd say we're pretty much out of it. Well, Erebos' Intervention for 3. Doom Whisperer was a nice draw, but I don't think we can compete with... I mean, you can cycle your Yadaro now. I don't think we can compete with 3 Planeswalkers and the altered Narset that can stay on the board. I mean, I guess with their 2 spell per limit, and it's only when they cast non-creature spells. So they will get to Petty Theft our... Yep.
To master the fight, master your mind.
So the good news is they still have to cast non-creature spells, which they don't have any of. There's a Fires. So that is spell 1 for the turn. So we know that they have virtually no non-creature spells in their hand. I mean, if they're willing to cast a second Fires, which does absolutely nothing for them. I'd love to see them play that their Brazen Borrower. I don't think that's going to be the case. If I had to guess, I mean, I would imagine like they want to mutate, so they're gonna bone something. Okay, are they gonna bounce their own Bone Crusher Giant? Like, what's your plan here?
Let's try
I guess
this.
I do at least appreciate the Vadrox there. At least they're Vadrock. Sorry, not Vadrox. Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it. We're going to scoop this one out and get to a different game. I mean, we could sit here for 20 minutes and play the control-a-thon, but... Okay, here we go, up against Arundar. Or Arundar. Alright, I guess that's probably how you'd say that. Once again, if this is a control deck, we lose, but... I mean, overall, this is a really good hand. You know, you got removal, board wipe, removal. This is almost spot on what you're looking for. You know, 3 lands. And can we just appreciate how amazing those Godzilla lands look? Hello, opponent. I love everything about them. So we're on green. Which means... Okay, so we're on Gruul. Okay, so they've got nothing. Right, I know that this is probably going to whiff, but let's see what they got. Oh, it's not going to whiff. Domri's Ambush is going to do nothing. Collision Colossus is going to be an issue. We can always just kill whatever they target with that. Rhythm. I think we're going to get rid of Rhythm. We're going to pass turn. This turn they will Spellbreaker, and we cannot target it because they're going to Domri. Okay.
You want hostile? You got it. How about it, boys?
The nice thing about running black is we don't have a whole heck of a lot of counter spells. So we are just going to pass again. Resolve that.
Nothing disgusts me more than law and order.
And they should play their Spellbreaker. And if I had to guess, they're going to haste it out. So, what does that mean? Does that mean we're going to take a turn here to kill it so they don't have a Domri's Ambush target? We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. So just in case they want to. Okay, so yeah, they can do that. So let's cast this for 4. That way, even if they go to put a +1/+1 counter on it, we don't lose. Yes, you can put a +1/+1 counter. Oh, they could Colossus it too. That's fine. That essentially gets the. I mean, that was 4 damage that didn't come to our face. We still gain the 4 life.
They can only punish you if they catch you.
I am noticing we do have a bit of an issue with Planeswalkers. Okay, so there's the Murderous Rider. I think I am just going to switch in their Domri. And
See myself out then?
pass the turn. I can Ritual a Soot at any point. I mean, I'm not in any danger at the moment. So it doesn't look like they're going to play another creature, so So that's an issue. That becomes less of an issue now because I can get rid of they have 2 issues. Which is fine. We will, whenever it deals combat damage, we're going to get rid of that. We do that on our turn, that way they can't give it a +1/+1 counter. Okay, so we Ritual Soot this turn. We're just going to get rid of that. And they're left with nothing. Perfect. So I will Murderous Rider here just to gain some life. And I'm hoping that they, okay, so they draw a creature, and I really want them to, okay. So they can make that a 5. Right? Yes, they can make that up to a 5. Oh, that's sorcery speed. Oh. Oh, jeez. I'm losing it. I thought that was an instant speed fight effect. Pelt Collector. Okay, so now we're good. Yeah. So now I will Doom Whisperer and gain up a little more life. So we're not in as much trouble now. So they can put the +1/+1 counter on it, but we have the Murderous Rider. Rhythm of the Wild? Absolutely fine. So it does help that our opponent here isn't top decking the best. Perfect. So we are going to, I think I'm going to force their hand. Oh, that's right. It's not a sorcery. It's not an instant. It's a sorcery. So we've got this game all but locked up now. The opponent doesn't know that, but we have enough removal that we're fine. We're at a high enough life total. Yep. So that'll seal it. And that's kind of the grindiness that is mono black control. And they lose. There it is. Alright, good game, opponent. I'm always a little slow on that. Okay. Up against Gideon. Wow. Gideon's kind of a scrub. I know that's not a popular opinion, but I don't like Gideon. I think he's a scrub. And I will be very happy if we beat him. So we keep. I don't want no scrub. This guy right here, scrub. I swear. And he's playing mono red. How you gonna be like that? How you gonna be the guy who names yourself Gideon, have the Gideon avatar, and play mono red? I just don't understand people. So I am going to Erebos' Intervention on the Fervent Champion. I'm just going to wait to their turn to do it. So we are almost up to our, we're on Doom Whisperer now. So Goblin Bayonet. And we will -1 onto the Fervent Champion. Are they holding Rimrock? Oh, Rimrock Knight only costs 5. Perfect. So they are very low to the ground. I'm going to see if we can't play Ashiok to kind of distract them for a little bit. And if it lets me, we're going to mill them. We hit pretty good there. This appears to be
so hard.
a cavalcade deck, yeah, a bunch of 1/1s. Okay, so it does look like they're going to pay a little more attention to Ashiok here, so that's perfect. Okay, so that's a really good odd. Extinction event for odd. Nope, they're going to leave Ashiok alone. There it is. I would say that this deck probably has its best game up against decks like this mono red. We have just enough life gain to keep us in it. And they're pretty much out of gas now. I am going to hold the Murderous Rider on the off chance that they have a Chandra or something. Okay, Chandra's still playing. we'll Murderous Rider that. Or we'll Swift End. What that's called. So they're holding shot. That I almost know for certain. Sorry guys, I got a bit of a frog in my throat today. And here we will just play out our Murderous Rider. We're gonna get on that life gain track. We're definitely not out of the woods. We know for a fact. Okay, I guess we are out of the woods. Never mind. Alrighty, up against Mosenrath. Up against Mosen. Ugh. I'm gonna keep it. We got removal, just hand disruption, and mill. I mean, potentially Ashiok, if it goes unanswered, mills 20 cards. So that's, you know, a potential 2/3 of their deck. Obviously, it gets answered every time. I mean, you're an absolute fool if you don't. Boot Nipper. Giving it lifelink. Okay. I like what we're doing. Let me look in here a little deeper. Okay, so we got Hydra's Growth, Casualties, Oathsworn Knight, Nessian Horn Beetle, Parrot. Wow. Okay, I like what they're doing. Alright, I see you, big dog. I see you, big dog over there. I can't cast the Oathsworn Knight. We're going to put a +1/+1 counter on the Boot Nipper. I need to draw a land. Mobilized District. Now, I like Mobilized District in this deck. It's kind of a sneaky inclusion. Ooh. Boy, they had 4 really bad draws coming. Well, I mean, I guess not. They basically drew their way up to Casualties. But yeah, Mobilized District, it's kind of a sneaky good card. Like, you don't see it coming. It just kind of gets glossed over as a land. It's like, oh, I can't ever think of that land from... Played in Pioneer a lot. My friend has it in his mono black. Mutavault, there it is. I got it. It's a lot like Mutavault, and obviously a much worse Mutavault, but honestly, not bad. So they're hosed on lands. We're gonna go ahead and drop our Doom Whisperer, making everything just a little bit worse. I honestly don't know what this player can. Like, they have so much. It has to be +1/+1 countered centered. Mecha Godzilla, so it's a proliferate style deck. Okay, yeah, I guess Oathsworn Knight enters with counters. I guess that makes sense. Nice. Oh, I love this opponent. Nice. Oh, I appreciate everything they're doing. I'm not even gonna go any further. It gets bigger on my turn, on their turn, but that kind of sucks. Oh man, you know, and it's one of the things I hate the most about this game. I can't stand losing to being mana screwed, and I can't stand winning because somebody.
The undead make great minions.
It's just, I don't know, it's no fun. That is my honest opinion. They're working. They're going to try to end this game as quickly as possible. And I respect that, I really do. Ooh, the Ozzy. So it's a Golgari Ozzy deck. Okay, here we go up against Camus 22. I will say that I do like this deck. I do think that this is definitely worth crafting if you're going to. I mean, I don't know that this deck's going to climb you all the way to Mythic. It might. It does have some glaring issues with Planeswalker heavy decks. And unfortunately, we do live in a Planeswalker heavy meta. But, that being said, in any aggro mid-range deck, I think that you do stand a chance. But your control mirrors, I think it's a little worse for you. Because we've drawn both of our Doom Whisperers. Not really what you want to see. Okay, so what is old Fibblethip doing here? Okay, so we are mono Bond of Flourishing. Okay, I like what we're doing. And it's a shame that there's like, you know, not like a jank section is what we'll call it. A section where you can just, you can go and play your jank. Such as this Bond of Flourishing deck. I'm not saying this is specifically jank, but Bond of Flourishing doesn't get played. Ever, for any reason, ever. Under any circumstances, nobody plays Bond of Flourishing. But this guy here is, and unfortunately, because of the way the meta's set up and how control heavy and I don't want to say unfun, but I guess unfun way it is. It's you're stuck playing, you know, you get your Beanstalk Giant ramp decks up against your super heavy mono black control decks. Which we're going to drop a Doom Whisper. There's never an instance where a Doom Whisper feels bad. Oh, I can't get this frog out of my throat. Okay, so they get an immediate value off the Beast Whisperer? No? Okay, well I'm gonna surveil. And then we're gonna murder that. I actually need that land. That land gives me 6, so I can Ugin. When I Ugin, I will shoot down your Beast Whisperer.
Do not defy the designs of your...
What I know about Beast Whisperer is when left unchecked, it's pretty good. Questing. Okay, and you know what? And I appreciate opponent because they understand how questing beast works. But that's one thing I can't stand is when I see somebody play a card like questing beast and they don't, and they attack the planeswalker. It just drives me absolutely mad. So we are going to pay for 4. Obviously, if they have something like Giant Growth, but okay, cool. I was a little worried that they were going to have something to respond to there, but they don't. So we're just going to keep laying the beats on them. Make this mono black Doom Whisperer beat down. And they are on Beanstalk Giant, which is a 7/7. They're going to play Feasting Troll King. We're going to go ahead and exile that. I mean, greatest top deck ever for the win. And we will activate Mobilize District. Get in for 9, put him at lethal next turn. I mean, it was lethal next turn anyways, but... only just barely. And we are holding up, you know, we do have a pretty decent amount of removal here. They have to have at least a 4 toughness reacher. But even then, we have the Murderous Rider that they don't know about. I always appreciate somebody trying to make Stompy a thing. Alright guys, well I think that's going to wrap it up here. We're up at the 32-minute mark. That seems like a good enough time to stop. We're going to go ahead and do a pack here real quick. Well, maybe. I don't ever remember. I have been trying to buy more of the Ravnica packs right now because I do value the shock lands. And, you know, if you don't have all the shock lands, it is something you could do. Unbreakable Formation. Pretty sure that's like my 8th copy. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, please do like and subscribe. It really does help. And I appreciate all the support. You guys have a wonderful day and be safe.